Welcome back to your boy Destination Trucker. We are on our way to the scrapyard again today. I'm going to go see a guy that did some welding before for me and see what he would charge me to install that panel. See if he gives me a good enough deal that I can go with him. If I have to pay the $500 and some for the panel, then so be it. I have to pay it, right? Where I'm at right now, even if, I'm a little over my $1,500 to fix this here, it still ain't that bad, right? Because I was looking and I can make some money off this car still. Well, so we're gonna go see him, then we're going back to the house. We're gonna pull the frame of the car out where it got impacted, and we're gonna put the new trunk on and get her set up. So with that said, let's head to the scrapyard. Alright folks, so we made it to the junkyard. So I want to show you this in case anybody's ever looking in there, trying to look for a Honda Civic bumper and they can't find one. Okay, so this is a Honda Civic, if you look at it. Okay folks, we'll get a good look at it so you can all see. Right? Okay. Get a good look at it. Okay, so that's a Honda Civic bumper. And then we'll come over here to the Honda Accord, or not Honda Accord, Honda Acura, or the Acuras. Am I saying this right? Yeah. Okay. And there you go. Same thing, right? Same bumper, folks. Same bumper. See, it's got the clips in there. Same thing. Right? So they're basically the same bumper, same lights. There's nothing different about those. They are the same. Even the trunks are the same too, eh? Like, it's just something if you're ever looking, and you don't care about it. The logos, these people steal the logos off them. But you see the trunk, right? They're a little different. They have their different feature. Like that one's got on the trunk, it's got the long lights, where this here one has the short ones, right? But it is the same, as you can see. Right? Now, there's, they are the same car, basically. Okay, we'll go. So, anyways, we're going to go over here and grab these. It was no good for me. See, it was good for a Honda, but just wasn't the Honda I got. So, anyways, we're going to go over here. We're going to grab those two brackets that I was talking about. They are right here. Right here. So basically what happened, folks, is when the car got impacted, right, on here, what happened is it bent these brackets, this way, like towards this way, right? So what's happening is the trunk is sitting tight here, and there's like a big gap on this side here. So we're just gonna grab those two brackets right quick, get out of here, because it is not very warm yet.
Yeah.
It's early. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun's just coming up, so we're gonna get out of here and we'll go from there. All right, folks. So we are out of here. I came here looking for something, and turns out that I cannot take it off. I should have looked at my own car. So basically all I can do is probably straighten it out. It isn't off enough that it destroyed it. So I should be able to fix it up pretty easy and then go from there. So with that said, I'm going to go check out the guy that does the welding and stuff. Talk to him, see what he has to say, and then we'll go from there. We'll let you know. Okay, so we just come out of there. He can't do that. They don't do that. They don't do salvage inspections there either, and I thought they did. They do out of province inspections, but not salvage inspections. And see, and I didn't know that, but I did know that there's only certain spots in Alberta where you can get a salvage inspection done. So my next thing is to do is, I already know what the price of that panel cost. So just for reference, I'm gonna call the dealership and excuse me, and see how much they would charge to do it, how much their cost is to do it. You know, because basically that's the only thing holding me back from this car being done, and you know, being able to drive the thing. So basically, I'm gonna go home now and get out of here. I'm gonna go home now and put the. I'm gonna pull the panel out so that I can put the trunk on properly, and we're gonna put the new trunk on, and possibly even the lights. You know, just to make it look better. I know it's not gonna be, but because it's still got the, maybe it will be. See, and that's just it. This is my first time, folks, ever doing a salvage inspection, ever doing a salvage car. You know, I've worked on cars my whole life, but I've never, you know, I might have changed the body panels or something like the, you know, your front fender, or, you know, or a bumper, or some headlights, something like that. What do we got here? Is set of lights, but they're not working. But I've never actually done this here to know, you know, like, because the car I got, it's not that bad. I don't know, like, as soon as it's hit, is it considered no good, or, you know, I don't know, but I'm gonna do my best to figure it all out. But with that said, let's head home, get this done. All right, folks, we just came to Home Depot here. We're gonna grab something, and I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna do with it when we get back to the house. All right, folks, so we just come out of Home Depot, and as you can see, he's got that lumber there. We got to cut. It's a 2x4, 8-foot length. We got to cut into 2-foot lengths, 4 pieces, and we're gonna make a little brace thing. When I get back to the house, we'll do it up. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, and we'll go and get her done. So we'll see you back at the house. All right, folks, so we made it back to the house. We got our thing done. I'll grab it in a sec, but we just installed the battery, and we're going to test that out. Okay, so the battery is good. It fired right up. That's a good sign. That means that we're on the right track with that. That makes me happy, because that just saved me a lot of money. And this battery is brand new, folks. It's got a 3-year warranty. It was a CAA. Must have been roadside assistance. He had roadside assistance. His battery shot. Called CAA. They come out, give him a new battery. But we got that there. And unfortunately, they don't write it on the engine. Or wait now. So we're gonna look at this here, folks. Okay. There was a paper I found. There was a paper I found in the car. Can you hold that up for me? I don't know why I did it. But there was a paper I found in the car, and if we get close enough and you look at that, a top quality timing belt was installed at 180,000 kilometers. This timing belt was just done, basically. We go over here and we look, 182,941. Okay, and you can close that now, Jeremy. And we're gonna go into here, and this is where I found it out. I was looking, because this stereo, where the battery went dead, the stereo needs to be reset in order to listen to it. But I was looking through the paperwork here, and the person that owned this car was kind enough to leave me a letter. Okay, I don't know if you folks can see it, so I'm just going to read it. It says, "Hello, this car had a brand new timing belt installed 5 days before it was was whatever, around 180,000 kilometers. To use in the vehicle for 3 months before written off. So basically they had it done and he drove it for 3 months before the vehicle was written off by insurance. It runs very well on February 3rd, 2020 as I give it up to the salvage. It's been a great car. Hope you can use it. Cheers. The guy that bought this car was probably from Newfoundland or Nova Scotia, Summers, because when they use the cheers, that's basically like a Newfoundland slang. So the car was well taken care of. I noticed he bought it off of someone, and he had the timing belt done on it. So that there is, in my eyes, I mean, that's $1,000 right there, folks, to have a timing belt and water pump done in these cars. And I know because I had it done in both CRVs I owned. So that's a bonus there. But anyways, let's get to the real challenge. Let's start taking apart that hood or trunk and replacing it with the new one. All right, folks, so we got the car turned around. As you can see, my camper, the car, my truck, we got that there. Here's what I built. Okay, so basically this here thing here, I built that there. Basically, and what I'm going to use is this C-clamp I got here, so that when I pull on it, I'm not pulling on one area with the C-clamp, I'm pulling on a whole area. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ratchet. I have a nice heavy-duty ratchet from trucking, and I'm going to pull on it. You know I'm not going to get it perfect, but what I am going to get it is I'm going to get it so that it closes, and I can, what am I trying to say, folks? I can close it with the new trunk on it. I can put some tail lights on it to make it look better. Maybe take it to the car wash around the corner, get it washed. Whatever. We'll see. But with that said, let's get started and we'll show you how it's done. Alright, folks, before we get started, I just want to show you what I got going on here. I don't know if this is going to work completely, but it's a thought I got in my head. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull until this broken light comes back together. Right, that's my plan. I don't know if you can see there, but basically until that comes back together, because that's how far it's out, right? So basically that light should be right about there, and that should bring that into that light. And basically I'm not worried about this here. I know I have to replace it. I already know I have to replace it, so I'm not too worried about it. But what I am worried about is getting the trunk on it, getting it closed up so the weather stays out of it. And then we can go from there. So basically, I got this nice big industrial strap here. Hopefully it holds. If it don't, we'll get smacked in the face with a strap, about it. Everything else should be fine. I got as you can see, I got that there, right? And that's basically what I made, was that support to do it. And we're gonna pull that out now. So without further ado, let's get to her. Okay, folks, so here we have it. We got it pulled out some. We still got to pull it out a little more right here, right? There's still a bit of a bend right there, but we got this here. It's looking pretty flush with... Sorry, I'm out of breath because it's a lot of work. But we got it flush with the bumper kind of deal. The bumper's kind of busted, but the light's sitting pretty good there. It's busted light. I don't want to put the good one in while I'm doing this, because that would just be stupid, especially if it broke, right? So we put that like that for now. We got that there good. So I'm just going to give it another pull here without that big block. And hopefully it'll just pull this section out. Because basically, as you can see we're kind of, see if I can show you here, folks. You can see where it kind of bends there, right? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull right here, just in this section alone. Like if you look here, where the bumper is, this here is basically all pretty much lined up. So I think if I just pull in that one section, it's going to straighten everything out. And that'll be good enough to close up the trunk. you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to put the tail lights on, close up the trunk, give it that better look. So let's get her done. All right, folks, so we're gonna get back to this, get this trunk undone, get it completed. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we kind of went off camera, got the old trunk off, got the new one on. We're just doing the wiring up now, and then we're then we're gonna go on to the tail lights. But I'm gonna get him to close her down, and we'll take a look at her here really quick before we go on. Keep going, keep it down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay, so basically you can see there, folks. Stand back, Jeremy. Like no. Oh yeah, that's fine. All right, you can see it looking nice. New bump, new hood, trunk on there. Jeez, if I could speak right. And we'll go over the gaps too, folks. So just so everybody can see, got a nice gap on that side. And I spilled that coffee again. And we got a nice gap on this side. So again, we'll go back to this side just so you guys can see. All right, nice gap on both sides, and it is looking pretty good. So we got a couple things to do. Still got to take the lock off so I can put my lock on there. Mine was not damaged, thank God, folks. So we're happy about that. And still got to do the wiring, put all the wiring back in, take the old wiring out, right? Put all the new wiring back in, get it all set up, make sure all the lights work on it, including the license plate lights, right? Got to make sure it's all working. But that's where we're at now. So we're going to keep going on this here, get it done, and then we're going to work on this light and changing out the lights. All right, folks, so we got all the old wiring out, and we're going to put this new wiring in. I know it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. It should go fairly good, hopefully. I say that with a giggle, because when have you ever known anything to go just completely easy? No, actually that was pretty slick, to be honest. Okay, so we got that in. Let's put wire over. Got a couple wires here. Okay, this here one. Oh, all right, there it is. Okay, this here one goes to there. We know that there. That pops in there. Okay, we got a clip here that pops in.
And you trying to get good angles.
Yeah. Another one there. Plug this back in. Should be pretty simple. Where's that? Gotta make sure I'm plugging the right ones in the right spot.
Yeah.
Don't want to be plugging them in wrong. I think this one goes here because it's shorter, and then the other one will go over there because it's longer. Sorry if I'm in the way there, seeing folks, but and we have a problem too, folks. We came across for some reason I can't find the wire for the fin, so I don't know if they cut the wire off or what the story is, but I'm not seeing the wire for the fin anywhere, so I don't know. I don't know where the wire is for the fin, which totally sucks. But well, they don't totally suck because I still got my fin I can put on it, right? And that's probably what I'm going to do. But before I do that there, I'm going to finish off this here. And then we'll go under the fin. Trying to get this done before the daylight goes. So bear with us. We'll get back. All right, so we got this all done, folks. As you can tell, the bumper is still broke, but we got the trunk on. We got the lights changed out. It looks way better, way better. It's still, the bumper still gives it that terrible look, but you know, that's what it is. We gotta wait and we'll get a bumper, get that put on. We'll get that back piece fixed, and this car will be looking 110%. You know, I still noticed after doing the pull out there on this one side that I still a little bit on the top here needs to come out. So I'll adjust that later. I'm not worried about it right now, but as far as the gaps look, they're fairly good. The lights are sitting in the right spot. Everything looks pretty good. So without further ado, we're gonna fire up the car. And yeah, you go ahead, you fire it up. Okay, so on your left hand, where you change the single light. Okay, no, what I want you to do is put that in neutral. Like and then if you turn it, it'll turn on the lights. Okay. Okay. So there we have it, folks. I don't think our backlight here is working, maybe it's burnt out or something. Can you put on the brakes? Oh no, it is working, folks. It is working. So brakes again. So we got our brake lights working, we got that light working. We had to change the thing out, as you know. I'm pretty sure I said it. Okay, we'll do a right signal and a left, and put the brakes on and put it in reverse, but do not move. Put it in park. And one more thing we got to check out are license plate lights. Folks, I don't know if you can see that, but that one is working, and so is the other one. They're both working. As you can see, they're both working. We are all good. Okay, you can shut her down. Shut off the lights too. There you go, folks. We got her done. It looks a lot better than it did. I know it's not complete. We still have to, can you pop the trunk for me? We still have to, I'm going to show you here as soon as he pops the trunk. Two things I still have to do. Actually, one of them I'm going to do right now. But one of the things I have to do is I have to change out this lock. It takes a couple seconds to do. And then that'll be that. The other one is in the trunk here. Right there. There's the lock. See, it's not broke or anything. It's still fine. So we'll change that out right quick. But, you know, we still have this here part that needs to be replaced. This panel. It is a little tweaked right here. But I think when they cut this back piece out, they could probably just straighten this piece out so that it buttons up good enough. I don't think it'll be a major deal. So, with that said, I thank you for watching another one of my videos. If you like this video, give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications. Destination Trucker out.